In this tutorial, you're going to be watching over my shoulders as I set up a live ad from start to finish. So this is a Facebook ad tutorial for beginners or for you if you have been running ads but feel that there is something you're missing. And if you're a returning subscriber, shout out to you. And if you're new here, welcome to Smart Skills of TV, where we discuss and teach different ways to make money online, as well as how to utilize systems and platforms to grow your business or personal brand. And one of those systems and platforms is the Meta advertising platform. I'm certain you already know the benefits of running Facebook ads for your business, so I won't talk much about that. Instead, let's talk about what you need to get started to running your ads successfully on Meta. So I recently did a video where I talked about all that because I was talking about how to run successful WhatsApp ads. So you can check out that video in the description of this video. So I'm going to be leaving the link in the description of this video for you to check it out. First of all, you need an offer. So this is not just about what you're promoting. It is about what makes the thing you're promoting attractive to the people you are advertising to. For instance, if you're advertising a bag, right, you can, ensure that it is actually attractive for people to buy by adding something for free. So you can say that in addition to people getting the bag, you're going to also be adding maybe a free wristwatch, or you can say, okay, I'm going to be offering free delivery for the first 5 people, right? So that is your offer. It is what makes whatever it is you're promoting attractive to whoever is going to be buying it, or to the audience that you're looking to target. All right. Then next, you need a Facebook page. So remember, we are talking about the things you actually need to set up your ad for success. So you need a Facebook page where your ad is going to be running from. So this page is more like your virtual office where details about this product or your brand in general would be. If you want to run ads and you don't already have a page that's related to what you want to run the ads on, you have to pause and go create your page first, nurture it, and then go ahead. What I mean by nurturing the page is that you would grow the page with content related to what you want to run your ads on, then invite people to follow the page, and if possible, maybe run a likes campaign to get more followers. So you can actually nurture your page for at least 1 week and then you're good to go. So the reason for all of this branding is just to ensure that when you run your ads and people click on the name of your page and they go to your page, they can actually see an optimized page. They can actually see an optimized page. They can see that, okay, you're not out there to scam people. You've actually been in this business for quite a while. All right. So an optimized page or a Facebook page that has content around what you're advertising is one of the overlooked aspects of running ads, right? And it is one of the things that would ensure that your ad is actually successful. Then another thing you also need to run your ad is a way to communicate your offer or message to your target audience. So you can either use a video, a flyer, or an image, or a combination of both. For any of these, if you don't know how to go about them, I strongly advise you seek the help of a professional. So if you want to do a video ad or a flyer, or you want to use an image and you don't know how to put all of this together, I am saying that it is better you seek the help of a professional. My advertising agency, Smart Skills Advertising Services, not only set up ads for businesses, we also take care of advert flyers, copies, and video jingles that we also edit. So if you want any of these services, I'm going to be leaving the link to my WhatsApp in the description of this video, or I'm going to be leaving a link to which you can actually schedule for us to have a conversation around that. All right. So aside all of that, very importantly, you need an ad account. So know that your ad cannot run without an ad account. Whether you're going to be boosting the post from your Facebook page directly, or you're going to be running it from an ads manager, which is what I'm going to be showing you to do. You need an ads account, all right? So I have created a video to talk about how to create an ad account, and I'm going to be searching for that video and also leaving it in the link in the description of this video so that you can also watch it and learn how to create an ad account. All right. Then you also need a landing page, and it is not compulsory, but it is necessary. And it is necessary for when you want to filter out on serious people from entering into your DM. So, for instance, That's if you want to, set up the ad to get people to message you on WhatsApp, but you don't want to use Facebook to WhatsApp directly, because sometimes that can actually get a lot of unserious people into your DM, right? So you need a landing page. But if you can't get a landing page, you can just, go on with face direct to your WhatsApp, right? So I had actually, just like I said earlier, I mentioned earlier that I did a tutorial on how to run WhatsApp ads. So you can check that video in case you don't have a landing page. But in this tutorial, I'm going to be doing a video that is going to be redirecting people to a landing page and then to WhatsApp. All right. So in this tutorial, we're going to be setting up an ad for someone who wants to train people on how to invest in stock. So in this case, the free introductory training is the lead magnet or offer. So I have already created her landing page. I have written the copy and also created the video that we're going to be using. So suffice it to say that everything is ready. So what I'm just going to do is to log into the ads account. So you're going to be watching me create this ad live. All right. So for you to get to your ads manager from your Facebook account, this is the Facebook account I want to use to run this ad. So you're just going to come to see more. So if you're going to be using a phone to do this, it might not actually be direct as I'm going to be showing you. So I actually have a course for phone mobile phone users who want to learn how to run ads successfully from their mobile phones. All right. So if you want to get that course, just so that you can make things easier for yourself, I'm also going to be leaving the link in the description of this video to how you can actually access that course. So click the link and you would know how to access the course. It's Facebook ads or over simple Facebook ads for smartphone users. That's the name of the course. All right. So for you to navigate to your ads manager from your Facebook account, just come here and then you're going to be seeing ads manager. So you click on it and then it's going to be taking us to the ads manager that is connected to this Facebook account. So here we are on the ads account. So this is what an ads account look like, or an ads manager rather. If you don't already know, if you don't have an idea, this is how it looks like. So if you haven't yet run any ad, it's going to be showing empty, right? But for this particular ad account, I've actually had several ads on it. All right. So but for me to now create this ad that I'm talking about, I'm just going to click on create. And then the first thing that I'm going to have to do is to select the objective of my campaign. All right. So of course, Facebook has different advert objectives. So you're going to be choosing the one that aligns with your marketing goal at that point. So in this case, I want to run a lead generation campaign. So I'm going to be clicking on leads. All right. So, and Facebook says that it can help you to collect leads for your business or brand, and it is good for instant forms, Messenger and Instagram conversions and calls. So what we want to actually use is the conversion optimization goal, where we're going to be sending people to a landing page or a website. So I'll click on continue. And then I'm going to select manual leads. All right. So I'm going to select manual leads campaign and then I'll click on continue. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing here is to name my campaign. All right. So I'll name it Forex Exchange Free Webinar. All right. So you can actually name it anything that you're going to just use to remember the ad with. All right. So this is just for identification purposes. So you just leave every other thing here, and then go to next. And it's going to be taking us to the next phase, which is the ad set level. And at the ad set level is where we're going to be setting up our audiences, the budget we want to use, the placement, and other things I'm going to be showing you. It's going to also ask you to name your ad sets, but usually I don't like to worry about that. I just leave all of that. The only time when I actually get to name my ad sets and name my ads is when I know that I'm going to be duplicating these ads and there are going to be several versions of them. So just so that I can identify each of them, I will name them. But in this particular ad, I'm not going to be doing any duplicates, so I'm just going to leave it at that. So it's going to automatically tell you to do instant form, but instant form is not what I want to do. All right, so I'm just going to click on website. So the conversion location is website. We want to send people to our website where we're going to be generating the leads from. Okay, so I'll just scroll down and then here where it says performance goal, I'm going to be leaving it at maximize number of conversions. So you can also maximize number of landing page views. This is for other objectives, for other ad objective, but because what we actually want to do is to generate leads, we are going to be leaving it at maximize number of conversions. Then for the pixel, I already have a pixel created. So a pixel is a tracking code that actually helps you to track activities that is going on your website. I've also created a video on pixels, because if I want to start talking about pixels in this tutorial, it's going to be a very long one, which is not going to be good. All right, so if you want to learn about pixels, please check the description of this video. I'm going to be leaving the video in the description where I talked about how to create pixels, and also link it to your landing page. Okay, so I already have a pixel created. So the conversion event is lead. So I'm just going to click on lead. We have different conversion event for, but most often you're going to be using the lead conversion event. All right, so I'll just scroll further down, and then here where we have dynamic creative, I'm going to leave that off. But dynamic creative actually gives you the opportunity to select multiple flyers or videos for one particular ad. All right, so all of these are actually more extensive explanations which I may not be able to cover in this particular tutorial, and that is why you should actually either take my one-on-one training offer, or take my Facebook ads course. So if you want any of that, please click or go to the comment section of this tutorial and tell me that you are interested in my one-on-one session, or you're interested in my Facebook ads course, where you're going to be sitting down with me, and then I'm going to be having time to explain better to you. All right, then for your budget, this is going to be dependent on what you have already decided is going to be your marketing budget. All right, but a good marketing budget, or a good budget, should start from 3,000 naira. All right, so right now, if you're in Nigeria, your minimum ad spend is around 1,400, but trust me, 1,400 is really not going to take you anywhere. So that is why I usually recommend that at least from 3,000. In fact, I even recommend 5,000 naira per day. So if you have that kind of money to spend, you can actually do that. So 5,000 naira per day for maybe 1 week is actually a good starting point to help you get good results for whatever it is you're advertising. So let's leave this budget at this. All right, then for the start date, we are going to be leaving it at okay, so usually I like to even start my ad 4 a.m. the next morning. If you have gone through any advert Facebook ads course, people would actually tell you this, and I actually support it. So when you're starting your ad on a particular day, don't let it start running on that particular day, right? So if you're not in too much of a hurry, you can actually get the ad start from 4 a.m. of the next morning. All right, so I'm just going to say, unfortunately, I don't know why this is showing W80, so I'm not actually able to set the timing correctly. So I'm just going to maybe leave it at this. But for your own account, if you see that there is PM or AM, please just set it to 4 a.m. the next morning, and then you can just change. Okay, I think I'll just change the date here. So I'll change the date here to start on the 28th. So this is now going to be this is not going to be 4 a.m. all right, 4 o'clock for the next morning. All right, so just leave it at that. And then I also like to set an end date, because it's going to help Facebook to manage my budget the way it ought to. So I can set an end date to say, okay, the ad will end. This is June already, so in the next 3 days June is going to be ending, and I want this ad to run for 7 days. So I'm going to say the ad would start from 28, 29, 30. It's going to end let's say June 6th. All right, so that is settled, and then I'll now move to our audience. All right, so I'll move to our audience, and this audience is actually where all of the actions take place, because this is what is going to determine the people who actually get to see your ad. Now, before you actually come here to create your campaign, I think I forgot to mention, one of the things you actually need to ensure to also do is to create your audience. All right, create it outside of this place first, and then come here to finish it. So this would ensure that you do a proper audience research to determine, or to know, the kind of interest, demographics, or behavior of the people whom you actually want to target your ad to. So for me now, another thing I want to talk about is the fact that these days Facebook actually tells you to use advantage audience. So this is its way of helping you to locate or look for the kind of people that are interested in your ad by themselves. I explained this more in the last ad I did on how to run WhatsApp ads, so you want to check out that video also. But I'm just going to switch to original audience options, and this is going to allow me to allow me more control over the kind of audience that I want to see my ad. All right, so after switching it, I'm just going to come to I'll just scroll down, and then I'll click on create new audience, and then the first thing I'm going to do is to set the location of my ad, and I'll click on location. Usually I like to set the location to specific cities within my country of residence where I believe that the people who are going to be buying my products are residing in, and these are actually areas with people who have money to spend. All right, so instead of targeting the entire Nigeria, I'll remove it and then I'll target specific cities within my country. So specific cities within my country would be like Lagos, Abuja. So I'll use Lagos. I'll type in Lagos, Nigeria. I'll type in Abuja. I'll type in Port Harcourt. I'll also type in Kano because Kano also has people with money, right? People with money and Kano. Now don't get me wrong, please. I'm not saying that other cities in Nigeria they don't have people with, but I'm just trying to actually narrow my audience to where I believe that, and from also from experience where I believe that these people are the most has the concentration of the most serious people. All right. Then I'll also look at Edo, right? Or instead of Edo, I'll use Benin City, Edo, Benin City, right? All right, so I'll just leave it at that for now since it's a tutorial and I don't want to elongate it further than this. All right, then for the age, I'm going to set the age to 25. So my age demographic is going to be from 25 to maybe 55. All right. So depending on the product you're actually advertising, all of this might actually change. So it's just for you to do your audience research. And you can actually do your audience research using ChatGPT, all right? So probably I'm going to do a more extensive video on how to actually do audience research from ChatGPT, all right? So 25 to 50 is the age bracket I want to use, and then my gender is going to be all gender. So you want to take note of your audience size here on the right hand side. When you're doing all of this setting, you're going to be noting that on the right hand side, your audience definition is going to be changing. All right. So it's either it's going to be increasing or decreasing based on what you're doing here. Then the detailed targeting option is where you're now going to be setting the interest and the behavior of the kind of people you actually want to see your ad. All right. So let's say, for instance, I'm running this ad to target people who are interested in stock exchange, people generally who are interested in making money online, people who are interested in getting more income for themselves. What are the kind of keywords that I can actually use to help me target this type of people? All right, so I actually haven't done extensive research before coming here because I just wanted to show you. All right, but then if I'm actually to do this, I'm going to be using interest, like people who are interested in passive income. All right, passive income. So I'll click on passive income, and one good thing with Facebook is that it's going to be giving you more suggestions to work with. All right, so passive income, but then I'm also going to be looking at people who are interested in forex exchange markets. I'm also going to be looking at people who are interested in finance. All right, finance, not as a field of study, not as a job title, but as interest. All right, though sometimes you can also do people who are interested who have studied finance because they'll also be interested in this type of opportunity as well. So you can just look for finance as an interest, and if you don't see, just come to suggestions. So you're going to be seeing a lot of these suggestions. So like income, people are interested in forex signal, meta trader, investment opportunities, and all that and all that. But then we are still going to be narrowing this audience because this is more like this is more like a wide hole. So we still have to narrow it down. We still have to funnel it down. All right. So I'm going to be showing you how to do that shortly. So I'll click on forex signal, meta trader 4, and all that and all that. So let's say, for instance, I'm done, I'm satisfied with what I have here. I'm just going to come to add exclusions, and the add exclusions I'm going to do is to exclude people whom I don't want to actually see this ad, right? So for instance, if you're going to be running ads to WhatsApp, you have to do a lot of exclusion. If you're going to be running ads to WhatsApp directly from Facebook, you have to do a lot of exclusion so that you won't get all those annoying people that will come to your DM and say they are WhatsApp TV owners and they want you to advertise with them, and some other unserious people So for you to be able to do your exclusion, you also need to know the kind of demographics you don't actually want to see in your ad. All right. So for instance, I can come to add exclusions and I can type in people who do affiliate marketing. So maybe I don't want people who are doing affiliate marketing to see my ad. All right. So I'm going to come here and I'll check affiliate marketing. I'll check it. And then I'll also say maybe people who use feature phones. All right. People who use feature phones to access Facebook. I don't want them to actually see my ad. All right. Feature phones. So feature phones are those people who are using some kind of touchlight phone, you understand, and those kind of people, you don't want them to see your ad, so you can include that. Then maybe social media no, let's not add social media now. When you're running ads to a landing page, you don't do a lot of this narrowing, because already your landing page is going to be acting as a filter. All right, so let's say I want to just leave all of this at that. Then I'll just go on to my placement. All right, I'll go on to my placement, so you can see now that on this right hand side, it's going to be showing you the number of conversions you're likely to get on your landing page. All right. Then for the placement, so you can actually save the audience after you're done. All right. So note that um I didn't really do, extensive targeting. Like, I didn't really concentrate on the targeting in this tutorial, and that's because I don't want to waste your time. All right. But one of the things I've said is that before you come into the ads manager, ensure to do your research, do your audience research to determine the kind of interest of people that are going to be interested in your kind of business. All right, and then also know the kind of people you don't also want to include in your ad, so that you can exclude them from your targeting as well. All right, then scroll down to where we have placements, and Facebook is going to be telling you to use advantage placement. So we have two type of placements. We have, ensure to click on edit, so you're going to be seeing advantage placement and manual placement. Click on manual placement so that you can control how your money is being spent. All right, so if you want to advertise on both Facebook and Instagram at the same time, you can tick Instagram and tick Facebook. Then you can just remove audience network, remove messenger, and then even after you've done that, there are still customizations to be done. So you're going to scroll down here and come to feeds, and then you can actually remove the places you don't want your ad to show. So maybe you want your ad to show on Facebook feed, you want it to show on Instagram feed, but you don't want it to show on the Facebook marketplace. You don't want it to show on these places. Just untick here, and it's going to be removing your ad from those places. And then scroll further down where we have stories and reels. If you're using a video, of course you're going to be wanting to maybe advertise on reels, right? So just maybe untick all of these. I'm going to untick Instagram reels and Facebook reels. All right, I don't want to advertise in those places for this ad. So for you, it's going to be dependent on what you actually want. All right, so I'll untick all of this, and then I'll click on next. Now, another thing you can also do is to exclude the devices that you don't want your ad to show on. All right, so let's say, for instance, you don't want your ad to show on desktop. Like, you don't want your ad to be shown to people who are using laptops. You can actually untick that. All right, but this is also going to be dependent on your kind of product, and all of these things you're doing is to actually ensure that your budget is well minimized, or how do I put it, is well utilized. All right, especially when you don't have a lot of budget to spend. So maybe I don't want people to see my ad on desktop. I can just untick it. All right, but just know that it's going to reduce your audience further, which is not a bad thing anyways. All right, so I'll click on next, and then this is where the real action happens also, right? Because of course the ad set level, also the action happens there as well. Important actions happen there as well. So here is where you're going to be choosing the image or the video or the flyer you want to use for your ad. And here also we also get to choose the page we want to use. So I'm going to just select the page I want to use. Let's say, for instance, that I want to use I actually have several pages here, but maybe for you, if you don't have a lot of pages on your Facebook profile, you can just select it. Maybe it's just one page you have, you can just select it. But let's say I want to use this Silver Spoon Universe to run this ad. So I'm just going to select it. And then all of these errors you're seeing here is because there is something that is ticked by itself. So I'm just going to scroll down and remove it. All right. So there is an instant form suggestion here. I'll just click on none, and then it's going to be taking off all the errors. All right. So I'll scroll further down, and I've already selected my page. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to select my okay, so it's asking me to enter the URL, the website's URL. So this is actually a new change that has been introduced. So I'll just go to where I have my website's URL. That's the URL of the page I want to send people to. I'll copy it and then I'll come back and paste it in. All right, I'll paste it in, and it's going to do site links, blah 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 blah. Then I'll come further down, and where we have add creative, I'm going to click on add media so that I can select the video I want to use for this ad. All right, so let's say this is the video I want to use for the ad. So actually I have the video separately, but I don't want to go through the process of uploading that video because it's going to also take time. So I'm just going to select a video, right? So I'll select this random video here. So usually if you don't want to use any video from here, or if you don't already have any video, you can just click on upload, and then you can upload the video you want to use from your device. All right, but let's say I want to use this video. I'll just click on next. Now note that if you're going to be running ads to Instagram, your video size has to be 1080 by 1080. If you use any other size, it's going to reject it. All right, so I'll click on next, and I'll just look at all these, and I think these are all okay. These are actually recommendation and what have you. Then I'll click on done, and you're going to be seeing a preview of the ad in this place. So you're going to be seeing this is how the ad is going to be looking like. All right, so it's going to be showing you how the ad is going to be looking like in the various places that you have selected to place your ad on. All right, then this primary text is where I'm going to be adding my copy. All right, the copy I've already written for the ad. Remember I said I already have everything ready, so I'll just I'll copy the copy. I'll copy the copy, and then I'll come back to the ad and I'll paste it here. So it actually makes things easier for you when you've done everything from the rundown before you actually come to your ads manager. All right, so I'll come to headline, and then I'm going to be writing a catchy headline. I'll say something like make money with forex exchange, with forex in 2024. All right, so for you, you're going to have to write something more attractive. All right, so write something more attractive and ensure that it is something that can catch people's attention. All right, so if you scroll down, you're going to be seeing how the how everything is going to be looking like. All right, so it's going to be showing your headline here, and then your copy is going to be showing above it. All right, so once you're done with that, it's still going to be asked. Okay, so the next thing you're going to be doing is to add your call to action button. So already, if you're running website ad, the default call to action is learn more. But if you want to use maybe sign up now or anyone you prefer to use, just click on the drop down, and then you're going to be able to select, or other now you're going to be able to select which one you want to use. All right, so after that, it's going to ask you to enter your website destination. So already, because we've already added the website URL earlier, so it's not going to be asked, it's just going to automatically place itself here. So I also like to place the website URL on the display link. So I'll copy it and I'll enter it here. All right, so once you're done with all of that, you just have to look at a preview of what you've done, and if you're satisfied with everything you've done, just click on publish. All right, guys, that is how to set up Facebook ads using the ads manager. So I have shown you how to create a Facebook ad from scratch to finish using a case study of someone who wants to actually teach people how to do forex trading. All right, and the lead magnets we actually use was a free stock exchange training, which is an introductory training. All right, so I believe you've gotten value so far from this tutorial. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel and you've watched up until now, please smash on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss out when I post similar videos like this, showing you how to run successful Facebook ads. And if you're interested in getting my Facebook ads course, or you're interested in having me take you on a one-on-one session where we're going to be doing custom training on everything you need to know on how to set up successful ads for your business, please check the description of this video. I'm going to be leaving all the links there so that you can know the next step you are to take. All right, if you have any question regarding this tutorial, please leave them in the comment section, and I'm going to be on the lookout for them so that I can answer them appropriately. So I also have a community on WhatsApp. I'm going to be leaving the link in the description so I can join my community. And maybe if you have any questions on anything around digital marketing, you can ask that in the community of like-minded people.